We live.
You back on this headphones thing again?
Yeah, I'm like yeah, I am.
Good morning, y'all. What you laughing at?
I'm laughing at myself because I was like trying to come up with a story behind the
And
headphones.
you
And
have no story.
this week I don't have a story. I'm just like, yeah, I'm wearing headphones.
Just being weird again.
Yeah, that's it.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Linda.
Good morning. Welcome to the Love Brew podcast. I'm your host, Tommy T. My wife, it's Artica T. We're working on it. Working on that intro part. It's interesting. Would you like to put your cup down?
Well, I'll be okay with holding it if my son wasn't doing his thing.
Yeah, you need to talk in your mic.
I said I would
Look,
be okay if my son wasn't doing his thing.
I heard you because we're in the same room.
I didn't know you got your headphones on. I don't know what you can hear.
I can hear everything that's in the mic. Good
Again,
morning, Angela.
I
Um,
think it's Angelia.
Angelia. I be getting people name wrong. I be feeling bad just because,
Good morning, D.
like, you
Brown.
shouldn't get people name wrong.
Quiet, you wave and say hi. Wave. Say hi. That's a no. Okay.
Yeah, he ain't with it this morning. Um, Interesting week this week.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of things happened.
Lily had surgery on Thursday.
Yep.
Woo, 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 woo.
Now we've been trying to figure out if she can hear us or not.
Yeah, she has her ear tubes put in or tubes put in her ears. So she's currently what are you doing?
Man, you gotta watch him, man. You gotta watch what he doing now. He'll push a button.
He's definitely over here pushing buttons. I'm about to close this because you're here. Take this, Tommy. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning, Danny. Yeah, so Lily had got tubes put in her ear, and of course I went down a rabbit hole of looking at YouTube videos of people putting tubes in their ear. And I'm pretty sure I could have did it. Almost certain. Uh I just needed the right tools. I don't have them. But she did it. She came out fine, and now we're just trying to figure out if she hears better. She says she did, but you can't really trust a 4-year-old on most of the things that they say. Because somewhere in that story is something made up. I have learned. Um, but yeah, that's what's been going on, man. That was the big time thing of the week. Also, what happened this week? Yep, YouTube University. Man, I learned so much from YouTube.
What you talking about? You learning about the ear tubes?
Yeah,
I
and
was sending my sister TikToks where like doctors explained it because she is, like she don't need to take pain medicine. Our bodies naturally heal themselves. I was like, girl, shut
who
up.
said that?
My sister. Girl, shut up. She finna take this Motrin and go to bed.
If the stuff is there to reduce something,
No, and I'm all
let us
about
do its
like
job.
natural healing. However, and comma, this baby finna get this Motrin today.
Yeah, yeah,
But she only had to have one additional dose of Motrin from what they gave her at the surgery center. So
yeah,
she's been good. Ears have been draining like they should.
yeah.
I ask her at least 3 or 4 times a day, can you hear better? She's like, yes, everything's loud. So it's definitely helping. And I'm happy that they were able to do it because when she was telling us about all the congestion that was coming out of Lily's ears with the incision,
Yeah,
I was like, if I ever thought I didn't make the right decision, I know I made the right decision.
yeah. That's
Yes, Danny, someone without a toddler.
yeah. It's funny because it's like you be so concerned with how she's doing, and like you don't really know what's happening in her mind,
Uh-huh.
right? We only have the test and what the results say, but it could be totally different from her standpoint.
Mhm.
But she doesn't have the words to describe what's going on.
Mhm.
So it's like it's interesting to see, oh, okay, this should work this way, does it?
Mhm.
And she confirms it, and she confirms it in her way
Yeah.
by her saying, "Oh, everything is loud. Oh, okay, it should be."
I was like, "Is everything really quiet or loud?" She's like, "No, everything's really loud. Nothing's quiet."
Yeah.
I was like,
And the
"Okay."
only thing I'm trying to figure out is it different from yesterday? Like
And she
yesterday,
doesn't have a gauge to
right?
explain that.
Right, and that's the thing is,
But I've noticed that even like her singing along with the TV,
yeah,
she's catching the tune faster. She's singing the songs
yeah,
louder.
yeah.
Like it's just,
I definitely been trying to pay attention to. Am I understanding her?
hmm
Like more? Is she picking up what I'm saying? Is she saying "hun" a lot like she used to and stuff
and
like
she's
that?
not saying "huh" as much at
No,
all,
she still says it, but
but
she'll
not as
say it.
much.
Yeah, that's the part that she ain't listening on. So
Yeah. But
Um.
you also got that selective listening
Oh yeah,
spirit on you.
yeah, I do. That brings me to another thing, man. So, also this week I had a revelation. Good morning, Hubert. A revelation
Morning,
that I was
Hubert.
getting older.
Oh,
Yeah,
what was this
man.
revelation?
I looked at myself. I said, man, because I've been I ain't been I've been under the weather a little bit, not feeling real hot. Uh, he said.
You
uh,
said what now?
so I've been under the weather a little bit, not
Mm-hmm.
feeling really hot, and so I was looking at myself. I was like, man, I can see you getting older,
Mm-hmm.
like wrinkle here or wrinkle there,
Mm-hmm.
bags under your eyes, and I think about my granddad,
Mm-hmm.
and how different the he looks from the younger picture to,
I remember when his hair went completely gray.
yeah.
I was like, all right then, Silver Fox.
You're right, right. Even that hamstring, boy. You gotta get you one of the massage guns. But the other thing,
It's so funny. When I bought you that massage gun, you was like, yes, and then didn't use it. Now
yeah,
you be using it all the
I be
time.
trying to, man. But the thing is, I like it when you use it on me
Mm-hmm.
versus me using it on me,
Mm-hmm.
because, but you don't use it in a way that you're paying attention to how you use it. Yeah, exactly. But anyway,
All I
so
know is when I ask you to use it on my back or something, I'm like, here, over here, to the left, to the right, go up, go down, make the resistance,
right,
like make it go
more
harder.
or less. But you just put it on and just be jackhammering my spine, and I'd be like, wait a minute,
I feel
no,
like you should have
don't do
adjusted this before you
don't
gave
do
it to
that.
me.
But no, I realize like I'm getting older, and then I realize I'm getting a chance to see you get older.
Mhm.
Like that was the craziest thing in my mind, because it's like when I met you, we were 18.
Mhm.
When we started dating, we were 26,
Something like that.
and now we're 37, or I'll be
I'm gonna
37
say I'm not 37.
this month. But to see
Speak
you,
for yourself.
right, I'll be 37 in a few days. But to see you, and good morning, Sharon.
Good morning,
Now it's a
Sharon.
party.
Mhm.
Sharon's here.
Hey, you be looking for
I be
Sharon.
looking for Sharon.
Sharon, don't get sick or nothing.
Right.
Go on
You got to
vacation.
type in or something, Sharon. I'm here, but I ain't feeling it today. So. uh, but no, it's the beauty of being able to see you get older
Mhm.
and still like look at you as, wow, I remember when this happened, but I enjoyed this, and I'm gonna tell you in private what it was that made me think
Oh,
about it,
okay.
because it's
You
something.
nervous about that?
Nah, don't be nervous. It's something beautiful. I ain't said it to you before. Uh, I just don't want everybody to know.
Okay.
But no, it's those small things on you that I'm like, dang, I like that,
Mhm.
and this process of life with you has been a beautiful thing to see, because you're blossoming into the who our kids' friends will see,
Mhm.
or who our kids will grow to love and stuff
Hmm.
like that. And it's like, man,
What I say my name was gonna be? Cookie or
I don't, yeah,
cupcake?
something like that.
I've decided I'm not gonna be grandma.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful process to see, man, and it's crazy. Like me looking at myself, like realizing like how much gray is in my beard, how much gray is in my hair. Good morning,
I
Miss
think
Sydney.
all your grays are concentrated here.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a few here, but all of them
All of them are here. So
concentrated
I was
here.
like, I was honestly thinking about cutting my beard off.
Uh-uh. We tried that, remember?
No, I mean, like I was gonna have a goatee, but I was gonna
Mm-mm.
cut all
Remember
this
we
off.
tried it and I didn't like
Mm.
it.
So I've been, I'm just looking at it, man. Just observation, man. I think you're beautiful.
Well, thank you.
No problem. Um, that's my little spiel on my week. What about
Okay.
you? Before we get into some of this good
Surgery,
stuff.
check. I think that's pretty much it. Our quad got his first ailment.
Well, all day.
He has an ear infection, so he's been on his first dose of antibiotics for that. His pediatrician was like, well, I mean, it's not bad. It could resolve itself. I was like, after the year that I've been having, gone run that
Yeah. Go
prescription.
on and do what you gotta do.
So, outside of that, just trying to diversify what he eats,
Yeah.
and just being a parent
Yeah.
is some this week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely been a week of parenting. Um, so let's get into it, man. This week we've had a number of things happen.
Mhm.
We got a response from Nicki Minaj, which was
Did we didn't talk about
absolutely
this at all last
no.
week?
We did. We talked about Hiss, like Megan Thee Stallion song Hiss, and me, her, Nicki going live and saying, "Quit talking about me" and stuff like that. But the uh
I don't remember
the
that. That
Bigfoot
don't mean it
song,
didn't happen, but I
yeah,
don't remember.
the Bigfoot song. If we did or if we didn't, Megan Thee Stallion put out a song called Hiss,
Hmm.
and apparently it was a she said it wasn't a diss track, but a hit dog would holler, and Nicki
Hmm.
did a lot of hollering.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, I mean, okay, so let's just start. They talked about Megan's Law, right?
yeah,
In his. Um,
we definitely talked about
your
this last week.
husband is on a registered sex offenders list. If someone had said that to me, I wouldn't think anything of it because it's not applicable
Yeah,
to my life.
yeah,
You were hit. You hollered.
mm,
Whatever else you said. They was talking about somebody was dancing with R. Kelly. I still am not really familiar with who that was. They were saying it was Akbar V. I honestly don't think about Akbar to
well,
even care
yeah.
about what
What does
she
she
doing.
got to do with what we're
She
talking about?
was apparently one of Nikki's friends or something. I don't know. I only know Akbar and her association to Candy because that's her actual cousin.
Yeah,
But outside of that, I got nothing.
this camera been bothering me.
This camera?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the camera? Oh, okay. Anywho,
I ain't do much of anything, but
you
I
didn't.
just had to move that.
Okay.
No, like the thing I wanted to mention was Nicki's response because I listened to the song.
Hmm.
The song is trash.
Hmm.
And it's like, man, you think about
Oh, we did talk about this because I was talking about how I like feature Nikki.
yeah. Also, we talked about the song too. It was out.
No, no, no. I'm just saying, like, I remember talking about me liking Nikki on features,
Yeah.
but me not being a fan of her solo music.
Like it's like, man, like you couldn't think of anything better. And then somebody said, I was reading something, they was like, yeah, all her songs that she's written without Safari have been trash. And I was like, when did her and Safari break up? And then like what music did she come out with? Because he did make a lot of her songs and write a lot of her music. Um,
They broke up in 2014.
yeah, yeah.
So it's been almost 10 years.
But it's just like that song was just awful, man. And I feel bad for her putting that type of music out in response to a beef that if you said nothing. right? If you said nothing, nobody would have brought your name up.
Mhm.
They would have thought it, but nobody would have brought your name up. And now your song is being compared to the song you're responding to, and that song wins.
She only put out 2 albums after her and Safari
And have
broke
you
up.
heard any of those albums?
Queen and Pink Friday. No, I don't want to hear them either.
Nope.
Safari broke up with Nicki after her first album. She hasn't been as nice since, in my opinion.
Exactly you. Exactly. She hasn't. Like I ain't listened to her album. Um,
I'm not really a Nicki Minaj album fan in general.
she don't make good albums. I don't think it's like Drake makes R&B albums,
I don't want to hear Drake singing
but I
either.
would rather Drake rap.
I don't really want to hear Drake, period. But
Yeah,
that's another story for another day.
that is. But anyway, comparing the two songs, if you haven't heard Nicki's song, it's Bigfoot. It's awful. And Hiss is Megan's song. This is what started the what got Bigfoot wrote. And so listen to it, give your own opinion about it. But I think
All the rap girls that Nicki be beefing with just need to go on and team up and do an album.
wouldn't that be awful to her? Like
They
she
could do
would.
like a ladies' night ether edition
Oh my god,
against Nicki. Cause you could have Remy, Megan, Cardi, Big Lotto. Who else has she gone against lately?
bruh. Hubert, your opinion
I
is
also
the
haven't
same
listened
as
to her album, so
everybody's.
take my opinion with a grain of salt.
Nah, like your opinion is the same as I ain't listen. I listened to one song. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like,
Oh, and Lil Kim.
she gotta have like 15
That's
tracks on there.
5 right there.
Man, I thought the original "Ladies Night"
Hmm.
and what they say.
And our
Oh, this,
rhymes are tight.
this
The
is
original,
"Ladies Night."
original, or the
The one
one.
with the brat on it.
And our rhymes are tight.
It's another one. What's the original? Original?
That's the ladies' night. I think it's called Ladies' Night by Cool in the Gang. Yeah, Ladies'
Oh,
Night.
okay.
And then the song that you're thinking about with the brat is actually called Not Tonight.
It ain't the ladies.
It's Not Tonight. It's the title of the song.
Oh, okay.
In parentheses
It's
is
ladies.
Ladies'
Yeah,
Night.
yeah. I always thought that song was dope, man. If they did another one like that, I'd be like, "Yep, I'm on it." But anyway,
Okay.
moving right along, man. Something that happened, like I ain't really sure when this actually happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm finna tell you. Walmart employee claims she was fired after sharing video of mother neglecting her baby inside the store. I
Oh,
got
I
that.
remember
I
you.
got that article
I
pulled up
remember when
there.
you sent that to me.
Did you see? Did you watch the video?
Hmm. I didn't watch the whole video, but I watched enough of it. It was a lady inside of a Walmart store. What was it in Mississippi?
Yeah,
It was like outside of Jackson. And the lady had her baby out in the cold in just a diaper.
yeah. And she had a sweater on,
Hmm.
boots.
This was when we were in that
When it was cold, I
Arctic
mean,
freeze.
cold, cold. She got this baby on in a diaper and nothing else. With a jacket over him.
Hmm. Basically she got fired because she recorded the interaction between several customers telling her that that baby needed on some clothes. And one customer even bought the baby some clothes
Yeah,
and dressed the baby for her.
right.
um DHS did get called. The baby is now with a family member. I always am concerned about that.
Hmm.
I think we went down. Okay, sorry, y'all. Tommy's computer went down, so I just switched us over to the other computer until it comes back up. Um, yeah, she was throwing frozen food on the baby in the cart, as well as just outright being a terrible person. I can't even just say terrible parent, terrible person to this child. The baby was now, they said that the baby has been removed from her custody and has been given to a family member. I'm always concerned when stuff like that happens because, you know, sometimes family members will take the baby and the baby is right back into the exact same situation. Oh wow, Sharon said that there were two other children at home, maybe 4 and 5 months, that were at home alone.
Are you serious?
So
This woman needs to be like they put people in
under
jail
the
for
jail,
child support. This woman needs to go to jail.
under the jail.
Like that's crazy, man. Like it's frustrating just because of how her response to everybody was.
That's what I was saying, Hubert. Like
What do you say?
he said, the family member probably ratchet too,
Probably.
and like
That's a concern.
that's always my concern when people, because I know people who have agreed to take custody of a child from the state because something has happened with the parent, and then after they take custody of the child, they then turn around and give the baby right back to the parent because they're like, it wasn't that bad or whatever it may be. Um, I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm watching what he's doing too. Okay, I'm gonna switch us back now. Okay. Um, I don't. It's just always concerning. You can't say that this the case straight across the board, but it is always a concern when something like that happens.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know.
Man, but like your thought process, right? I know it's cold outside and I'm going to Walmart to buy some food.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take my baby with me, but I'm gonna just let him go in his diaper. But it's cold outside.
Hmm.
Like what's the thought process in just saying I'm gonna just let this baby go? If you left those kids by at home by themselves, you know why you didn't leave the one with the diapers, just the diaper. And second, furthermore, this baby ain't got no clothes.
That was one of those things that I remember arguing at the beginning of the pandemic. So remember, people were like Walmart wasn't letting people buy clothing at one point in time in some locations. They were like, we're only selling essential items. I'm like, clothes are essential.
I would think so.
And people were like, well, you just got to wear something that's already at home. People are having babies every day,
Right.
even though there is a pandemic. Kids are outgrowing clothes. You just literally can't tell people that they can't buy clothes
Mm.
because of something else.
Like my thing is, if you don't have food, if you yeah, they did. They was like, this baby is in here shivering.
Mm-hmm.
And she like just going about her business, getting smart with people. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can understand, hey, I know this baby is shivering. I know it. I don't have it. That's a
Mm-hmm.
different conversation, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
have it and I needed to come out here and get X, Y, and Z. But I just don't have it.
Yeah.
Um, but if you respond like that, you get a different response from people.
Mm-hmm.
You responded in a very defensive way, and a very you ain't finna tell me nothing about my baby way, and then gave a I don't care
Mm-hmm.
attitude at the end, and it's like, man, you can't do that.
Right.
This baby didn't ask to be here,
Mm-mm.
you
Not at
know,
all.
and you got to protect this baby because this world is enough,
Yeah.
you know, and then for you not to care about this baby's well being, shame on you.
Right.
So it's like, man, that seeing that whole thing was, I was like, I can't believe this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And y'all said she got more babies?
Yeah, I didn't know she had more. You pulled this up on Complex, but I can't remember what you sent it to me on
I
initially.
think I seen it on TikTok or something like that.
But
I be
either way,
scrolling TikTok for hours for no reason.
TikTok can be a rabbit hole. I've
It definitely can because the Nate Jackson is how it is from TikTok.
and see, I have been looking more into gardening things on TikTok.
Man, that baby look 2 years old.
I mean, you can still be going through
Can you?
postpartum depression. She has a 5 month old. They said.
Man, see, I missed the episode on Mother's Milk podcast where y'all talked about that, so I
Oh
ain't
yeah,
gonna
don't
say no
start
more.
it.
Crystal.
Don't start it. Anywho, what else do you have to talk about?
um, yeah, I was just disappointed in that. Um, or whatnot. What else we got? Employee at Target. I don't think I have it up there. It's not on mine, but if you can find
Oh,
it,
the 100 years.
yeah,
Former Target employee sentenced to 100 years for murdering coworker over a stolen lunch.
yeah. Like, I have never been in a situation where, like, I put my lunch at work in the fridge and then somebody eats it.
I don't put my lunch in the fridge.
I don't think I would be as mad to go as far as
Mm.
to stab somebody.
Oh my god.
Go get some tissue. Go get the wipes. She the bruh. She be looking like what's the kid, Lil Roscoe, Alpha Martin,
Roscoe.
Roscoe, bruh. This child, and she wears it like a badge of honor too.
I need to blow my nose.
Blow your nose, sweetie.
Um, so I've never put I don't put my lunch when I have worked or
Yeah,
with other people.
yeah,
I did not put my lunch in the refrigerator. I usually would have some type of cooler system to where I don't need to if things need to be kept cold.
yeah,
With the exception of when I worked in a very small office
yeah.
where it was like maybe 5 of us in the office. And I would be
Trash.
one of maybe 2 people who actually brought their lunch.
Yeah,
So most of the people were either going home on their lunch break or ordering something for lunch.
yeah.
So I have no idea what's going
I
on
don't either. Thank you. You coming through? All right, here. Low bridge. Um, but
Yes.
yeah, man, everywhere I worked at, I used to bring my lunch, put my lunch in the fridge,
Hmm.
and expect my lunch to be there when I get ready to eat it. But the issue or the thing that I've never seen, heard of, or anything like that is somebody just randomly going in, eating my lunch, and not saying anything to me.
Not even not saying anything to me. I'm just not going to eat random people's food.
That's the first thing. I'm personally not just gonna eat somebody's random food. But on the second part is you can't say, "Hey, man, whoever had the chicken nuggets with fries and the cold drink, I ate that."
Now, I was at one point in time responsible for cleaning out the fridge, right?
Yeah,
And we cleaned it out every Friday, unless we were off on Friday, then we cleaned it out Thursdays.
yeah,
Um, but one of the things that we would automatically go in and say, I make sure everybody know on Thursday, hey, I'm cleaning out the refrigerator tomorrow. Before I get ready to go in there to clean out the refrigerator, I'm cleaning out the refrigerator tomorrow. I don't want nothing left. I don't want you to accuse me of taking anything or any of that stuff. Just it's gonna be gone. It's
yeah,
gonna be in the trash. Nobody's gonna eat it. It's going in the trash.
yeah.
But I just I don't know. Like, and to go and what did he stab him? He beat him and stabbed him. This was
Like
the janitor.
I just never been that mad.
I've never been that mad about anything.
Yeah,
I started bringing the cooler and keeping my lunch with me. That's what I used to do. I would keep it in my bottom drawer of my desk.
really?
Mm.
Nah. Like if like
No.
all the places I worked at had multiple fridges, and I had a fridge that I liked, and what?
She just walks in here with a pink blanket, like, look, this what I got.
Yeah,
Go put
and
this in the sink, Lily. Go put that in the sink.
um, if I put my food in there and I didn't like the smell or something like that, I would tell the people, hey, something's funky in this fridge, something's going on,
Mhm.
and I put it in the other one of the other fridges that I didn't use all the time, but I would
Mhm.
make sure like it's out of the way and stuff
She
like
said the
that.
stars of the show.
Right.
It's not
The
water.
gang's all here now.
It's not water.
Um,
No.
but yeah, man, like I've just never been to a point to where like I don't know how to like as a person walking in on that, what do you do? What do you say to the guy that's actually doing the beating and the stabbing?
Was it done at work?
Yeah, like that's why I think
Oh, it was
so.
in the parking lot.
Oh, it's in the parking lot.
Hmm.
Like, how do you stop that from happening?
I
And
don't
how
know.
did he know that?
He was the one that did it.
Yeah.
I don't know. He must have saw him eating it.
And why not say nothing?
They said he purchased a hammer and two knives as he was leaving work,
Dang.
waited for the guy to leave, and then stabbed him and beat him with the
Mm.
hammers before fleeing the scene.
'Cause
So
these kids up here playing musical chairs.
go get white. You need to blow your nose.
Sit down, Clark. Sit down, man. Not in the mic.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do it in the mic. It's just hitting
Oh.
in her face. Go throw that in the trash.
He said, I guess lunch break is over. Yeah. Yeah. But they gave him 100 years. Is that excessive or is that just?
I mean, it was murder, so you're not gonna live 100 years. So to me, that's just a life sentence.
Mhm.
Cause he was 25, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. I'm not
The
sure.
guy that he beat was 58.
Yeah. You know how mad I would be?
Yeah, 25. So, like, there is nothing
Nope.
that could have made me that upset.
Nope. That's actually a good book, Quad.
Choice words, yes.
That's a real good book, Quad.
Okay. Anywho, what else you got?
Black History Month. I'm late on my facts, but they coming.
He gonna do 3 of them today.
Right. I'm gonna
He
do
just
something.
he didn't know that until just now.
Yeah. I just laid on my facts. That's all. But it's Black History Month, so please make sure we're celebrating um that because that was in itself, man.
Why
I
are you
think
breathing so fast?
having Black History Month was such a fight that it's important to like even though we be like Black History every day and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's important to celebrate Black History Month because of what was fought to get it.
He wants to talk about Fanny.
It's coming. It's coming.
He said the first black woman to be a DA in Fulton County.
It's coming. Is she really?
I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
That's a good fact. Bruh, I need you to be still, man. Good God.
um, ow. Mighty Many said it was premeditated. I think 100 years are justified.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Talking about the target thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Back to Black History Month.
This book that Quad is holding is called My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich. It's written for I think teenagers
It's
or
a preteen book.
yeah, it's a preteen book that funny story. I bought 2 copies of this, one for me, one for my niece, because we wanted to both work on well, I wanted to work on reading and she
Mhm.
needed to work on reading.
Go sit with that.
And so apparently obviously she never read the book.
She didn't. I said I was gonna read it because you said it was good.
And I got into
Mhm.
it.
They were supposed to read it and have a
like
book chat.
it looked like it was our start to a book club, you know. And I got into it, man. It's a real good book. It's about a little girl, preteen, who has an imagination, and it's written by Eb
EB Boy.
So boy. So check it out if you just looking for a preteen book to read. It's a nice little story to it, so check it out. But yeah, Black History Month. Always remember to celebrate it. Our reels are gonna be coming out, so be on the lookout for those. Comment and share those, and make sure you watch them. So yeah, I'm trying to find new facts that I didn't say last year, so
Yeah, I went out and wrote out all his facts from last year.
that was pretty cool. What else we got? Carl Weathers died. If you know who I'm talking about, that is Apollo from Rocky. He was actually in the I think Predator movies. Yeah, I know you're not a movie person, but he died at 76. I don't know what was the cause. I got it on pulled up there, but
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can see what this man looks like.
um, what else did he play on? Happy Gilmore, I think. You remember seeing that with Adam Sandler?
Nope. He was Combat Carl in Toy Story.
Yeah. If you could name a movie that Artika has seen, I would be impressed. Because Artika don't watch anything.
He died
Oh,
in 1989 during the
the
Ivan
Drago
invasion.
fight.
They should have thrown him in the towel.
They definitely should have thrown it. He used to play in the NFL. I didn't know that.
Mm,
He was I think an Oakland Raider.
okay.
But he died recently, so RIP to him. Great actor. He was a director too. I didn't know that. You good? Okay. Now she started breathing all hard on my shoulder. I'm like, hey,
Mm.
you okay? Don't you throw up on me. Anyway. All right, man. Let's talk about it.
All right, what are we talking about?
DA Fannie
Mm,
Willis. So the story behind it is the DA Fannie Willis
mm-hmm,
is the is who put the RICO charge on Trump and Young Thug, I think Young Thug as well.
mm-hmm. I was on In the Heat of the Night.
In the heat of the night,
I used to watch that.
I did too. I don't remember him. Obviously I was a kid and
He probably don't look the same.
he probably don't half the stuff I don't remember from a kid. I didn't know he was on the heater in the heat.
Mm-mm.
That's one of those Perry Masons that my grandmama used to watch.
When your grandmama told us that she had seen new episodes of Perry
I was
Mason,
like, "You tripping?
I was like, no, ma'am.
You tripping, grandma?" Oh,
No, ma'am.
thank you, Lily.
Yeah, mama.
Action Jackson, man, like you know better than I do. I don't know who Action Jackson is.
No, you got the phone. She got the book. You got the phone.
He want this book and this one.
Mm-hmm.
What is Action Jackson, guys? Hey, don't tear up my book, man. Don't tear up
Hey
my book.
guys, come on, let's go back. Come on, you too, Lily. Come on.
Give me my book. Lily. Give me my book. Um, y'all gotta tell me what Action Jackson is, man. Cause man, Google ain't working for me this morning for some reason. In the heat, I'm gonna watch In the Heat. It's another show I need to watch. That I've been saying I was gonna check out. Is that she still got something on her TV? Oh, okay.
The wheels on the bus.
They go round and round.
They are
He
going
sings
round
that
and round.
song.
He does. I thought it was Howard Rollins in the heat of the night. He came later after Howard Rollins.
Who is he? My Google is stopping.
Turn your Wi-Fi off.
I switched to the other one.
Uh, okay, I remember Howard Rollins
I don't know who that
on In
is.
the Heat of the Night.
Oh yeah, he wasn't always on the show.
I said Carl came after him. I
Mm.
don't remember. In the heat of the night makes no sense. How they keep the same sheriff in a small town with all that crime.
Right. He should have been out of there, right? That's too funny, man. But nah, you probably like it was crazy because I got into the
Like
rock.
I remember him.
You remember, you know who he is.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember him being on in the heat of the night.
Do
Now that I
you?
see that picture. The other picture that I saw was him in his older age.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was on Happy Gilmore. Anyway, but yeah, so he died. And
This is Action Jackson. Never saw it.
is that a movie?
Yeah,
That's a movie?
that would look like.
What year did they come out?
Mm-hmm.
He became the new police
88.
chief. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't watching movies then.
Barely was keeping your head up.
Yeah.
Nah, you were definitely keeping your head up in
Barely keeping
88.
my eyes open at that point.
Yeah.
88. Anyway, what was we talking about? What was
I
we
didn't know
bringing up?
Howard Rollins died of HIV.
When?
Interesting. In 96.
Hmm.
He was 46 years old.
Dang. I didn't know that either.
At least that's what the internet says.
Can you trust the internet?
I mean, in most cases, you have to.
Yeah. Trying to find what I was looking for. I pulled up an article too about what about Fannie Willis.
Anywho.
But anyway, Fannie Willis is the district attorney of Fulton County in Atlanta. She's the one who brought charges against Trump and Young Thug in the RICO cases. And she did some more cases, but those are the two big ones right now. But the scandal behind everything is she hired the special prosecutor. I think his name is
Nathan Wade.
Nathan Wade, and they go together.
Real bad.
And so what it is,
I remember when I posted on Facebook, it was like, how am I supposed to use real bad? Because I'm not a 20 something.
yeah.
If you like dudes with no hair and a full beard, you could have called me.
Damn you. But you know, the scandal is she hired this prosecutor and paid him an astronomical amount of money to do the job, which what I think he gets paid I think 650,000,
Mhm.
and apparently everybody else doesn't.
He's been paid at a rate of $250 an hour since he got hired.
I wonder what everybody else gets paid, but they're saying he spent that money on her, like them going on vacations and stuff together. Um, and he paid
According
for the
to
vacation.
Google, the salaries of special prosecutors in the U.S. range from 29,000 to 244,000. So even on the
Wait,
high
time out,
end,
time out, time out.
yes, I know that is a large gap.
You said 29,000, like 30,000.
$100 listed it. I mean, $1,000 listed it.
And what was the top end?
244,000.
This man get paid 650.
So he's making pretty much triple
Yeah,
the
the
top rate.
the top rate. Hmm.
That's the average.
Yeah.
Or no, the average in the US according to Glassdoor is 170.
Not with a dude named Nick Rico. You said what about 170?
According to Glassdoor, the median total pay for a special prosecutor in the United States in 2024 is $170,697 per year.
Good God.
So he makes 650, and you divide that by 170. He's making 3.8 times the average.
That's wild in itself,
Mhm.
right? Um, if she can defend paying him, and what she said, I think in defense of paying him so much more was he did more of the work because I guess he's the lead prosecutor in this case.
Mm.
Um, and I think the relationship started after they started, uh, you know, after he was
He was
hired.
like, "Let me go on holler at Fanny
Let me
because
see what Fanny talking about.
she done greased my palms.
Yeah, she gonna
I'm
pay
gonna
me this.
grease something else."
Let me see what she talking about. So she admitted to the relationship this week, and said there's no thing going. What they
She
say?
said, "I believe all three make the same. The issue was he had zero experience with this type of case, so Trump's team started investigating as a good attorney would. And he makes the money and spends it on Fanny. Sounds like a kickback to me. It is.
That
I
definitely
mean,
sounds like a kickback. I mean, but
I like, is it right? No. However,
yeah, I mean, like, does she like if the relationship started after he was hired? Then no,
were they acquainted with each other
they have to
before
know
that?
each other, right? Um, what they say? Okay.
Never heard of it called that, but
No,
okay,
but you know,
I got you.
you do what you need to do. Uh, but if their relationship started like them actually in court, right? I would assume if you can prove that he spent money on me or that we were in a relationship before he was hired,
Hmm.
then you got me on something.
Hmm.
But if you can't prove that, and that's all you got to do, you have to prove it, right?
Hmm.
You can say what you want to, but can you prove it? Uh, if everything happened after he was hired, everything we talking about is null and void.
Hmm. Because I could be trying to holler at you because I know how much you make.
Right,
I'm trying to see what that be about.
right. Could be. But it's crazy that all of this started like any of the, you know,
Hmm.
thing started because his wife, his wife that he's divorcing was like they in a relationship. Man,
Well,
I know as a black man, the black man is in him. It's like, damn, man, why you just can't shut up?
well, that's the thing. Have to start the relationship after the marriage is
Yeah,
done,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
not while you are in the midst of
yeah,
divorce.
yeah. But sometimes it's hard. I would think it's like I don't
What
know.
Nathan Wade look like?
I've never been divorced, obviously,
Obviously.
but I would think that if you know you're about to get divorced and basically your relationship is over, why is there a time limit? And I get it from their like,
Oh, I'm not saying that there is a time limit. I'm talking about you actively going through a divorce and you know that this divorce is going to cost you.
yeah,
Man, do whatever you got to do to just make it a clean break.
yeah, yeah,
And you messing with a high profile woman
yeah,
gives your ex-wife or future ex-wife all the ammunition that she could want or need.
yeah. The weird thing about it is, it's like if because you stand on the fact that he's still married to
Mhm.
this woman because the divorce is in its process.
Mhm.
I don't think that's fair to him to be like, but he cheated on me while we were married. No, he technically y'all was out of a relationship. He just moved on with his life.
They were married for 26 years and they have two adult children.
Yeah,
And she essentially is saying that it's about money. He left me to struggle and he out here spending
money on
all
her.
his money on her. I want my money.
Yeah,
That's what she's saying.
yeah.
Now,
I wonder what her struggle looked like.
mm,
What was she
she's
finna
he's racked up quite a bit of money just in divorce attorneys.
say?
I'm sure she has as well, and probably going to also be put in a position of I want you to pay my attorney's fees because
You make the
You make
money.
more money than I do.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a stay-at-home mom for 26 years, and she has no access to marital funds. So,
Hmm.
um, he used to pay all the bills in the house and then give her $700 biweekly to do whatever she wanted to do
Yeah.
with it. And so she's like, I have nothing.
Yeah. Because
Now,
$700 is just what 2,800. I mean,
no, 1400 biweekly.
oh,
So $1,400 a month. Now, if all your bills are paid,
he gave her $700 every 2 weeks.
yeah. Now we don't know what he was making before he
Yeah.
got this job.
But I mean, like, I that's the thing that like me and you had this conversation about um being a stay at home mom, and I personally don't agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think if you are capable of doing something,
Mm-hmm.
you should.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to go outside or stay inside and generate some type of revenue
Mm-hmm.
to bring back
Mm-hmm.
to home base, regardless if you are a stay at home mom or not. You should be able to fend for yourself in some shape, form, or fashion. What did he say?
Fanny Island, Big Bethel, AMC, preaching for 35 minutes and conveniently left out the fact that she was fornicating this woman's husband.
That ain't their business. The Lord know her heart, and He ain't done with her yet. Um, Personally, I don't know if she was wrong or right in that situation. I don't know what was going on like behind closed doors. If the relationship started while this man was happily married, like they knew that they was, you know, then yeah, she definitely wrong morally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they was filing for divorce, I personally can't say anything is wrong. Now the way it looks is wrong in the
Mm-hmm.
in the public. It looks wrong, and for Trump's lawyer, or not Trump's lawyer, because it actually wasn't Trump's lawyer. It was one of the other guy's lawyers
Mm-hmm.
who pointed it out and like, hey, you need to remove this woman. And if they remove her, they're gonna go for a mistrial on this whole thing, and that'll just like kick out everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like they did what they were supposed to do in that situation. Oh, there it is. You
Mm-hmm.
know the little meme that got Leonardo DiCaprio. He'd be like, "Oh, that
Nope.
that's exactly what happened
Don't know
there."
what mean
I
that
gotta
is.
show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
God, Lee, man, I need you to come on, man.
I know who Leonardo
I
DiCaprio
need you
is.
to get with it, man.
Can I at
Because
least get credit for that?
I give you credit, but come on, man. I know you've seen it. Um, but anyway, like they did what they were supposed to do by pointing that out and saying, "Hey, remove her.
Mm-hmm.
Get her off of here because she BS."
So, Joycelyn is his wife's name or future ex-wife's name.
Yeah.
She's seeking temporary spousal support and interim attorney's fees.
Yeah, she's supposed like everybody's doing what they're supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
except the two, right?
Who, Fanny
Fanny and
and
Nate.
Nathan?
Um, the reason why I say they're not doing what they're supposed to do is because if they knew that they were in a relationship, it should have been said.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing is he should have been paying that woman. Like regardless of anything, if you know she ain't got it, bro, just do what you're supposed to do to make that happen and then move on.
Yeah.
Because everything else doesn't matter.
I Well,
Good
thank you.
morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Donna. I don't know how this should have gone because there's so many details that we're not privy to.
Yeah.
However,
What if she beat on him? Does that
I'm not
void everything
I'm
out?
not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you this morning.
Like we throwing shoes and shooting at him and stuff.
Shooting at 'em. Shoes and shooting. You put those two together.
That's what
Okay.
came up, man.
All right. Okay. Um, we don't know how that went, and for him to divorce her or her to divorce him, because I think she's the one that filed for divorce. Um, I don't know. It should have been a
Yeah,
conversation.
it definitely should have been a conversation. Hey, this is what we're gonna do, so that you're okay. And I know that you know you because 26 years you gotta care about a person.
It's the mother of your kids.
mother of your kids, and this has been my wife for 26 years.
Hmm.
You know, it's like
Can you say excuse me?
nah, none of that. It's just move. That was his way of saying move. Lily kicked him out. She
She definitely opened the door
she
and was
opened
like,
the
"You can
door and
go.
get out.
You can leave."
Take your duck with you.
Duck.
Oh, that's too funny, man. Take your duck with you. Get out.
I don't know. It's interesting. I will not say that I'm going to be following closely,
Nah,
but
I'm
I'll read into this every so often and see what's new on the horizon. Um, I'm interested to see if his wife is going to be. I don't know if you saw this video that's been floating around. This lady named Gail. Um, she found out about her husband cheating on her, and he was taking the girlfriend out on lavish vacations on her Amex,
mm,
like the wife's Amex.
yeah,
And he was paying all the bills, so she was never opening up the American Express
yeah,
bills to check stuff. And I'll have to send it to you.
yeah.
Like
You
it was a
definitely.
whole it's a whole TikTok saga
Yeah, that's
behind it.
crazy.
Like folks then reached out to the mistress.
Yeah,
She actually ran into him and the mistress in the Sky Lounge
ain't that
at
some
the
mess?
airport
You put
after
him
she
out.
had filed for divorce.
You put him out. What happened then? What happened? Oh, okay. What she say?
I don't know. I
Oh.
wasn't listening.
But
I was
yeah,
looking but not listening.
yeah, I was too. Obviously, I would listen. But yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna follow it just to see what happens at the end if they kick her off the case or whatnot. So, um, we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think they were in the wrong if everything happened after he was hired.
Mhm.
Morally, he probably was in the wrong, but I don't think, you know, nothing should. I don't think she should be off the trial if because all that stuff doesn't matter. It's a personal issue, and you can't. I don't
Yeah.
think that should be brought into can a person do their job.
Yeah.
Now if it's an issue of doing their job, then there's
Yeah.
that. What do you say?
How does Fanny run for re-election in
Now,
November?
now with that question, that's a her personal morals are then come into play, and I don't think she wins because of this whole thing.
She got to pivot, find something else to
Yeah,
do.
she gonna have to do something else.
She got to find something else to
She
do.
gonna be one of them CNN correspondents
Mm, perhaps
or MSNBC correspondents, but she ain't gonna be DA
they don't
Fanning.
they don't pay with being the DA
She
pays.
ain't gonna be DA.
Yeah.
They definitely ain't gonna vote her in, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Last thing I wanted to talk about is our brother Keith Lee
Um,
called
I was about to say, who brother?
stirring up trouble again.
He didn't stir up trouble.
He did not stir up trouble, but it's stirring up trouble, say the least.
Hopefully,
What's
he
the
don't
name
say
of the restaurant, the food truck?
sweet something.
Sweet Seasonings, I think.
I don't
Um,
understand why she didn't go this
I don't know, but we're dealing with a
way. Look
4-year
at
old.
Quad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I he there doing it, so you know she live in Dallas.
Um,
Is that where the restaurant is? Is that
yes,
yeah? Okay, so
sweetly
sweetly seasoned.
seasoned.
That's it.
I knew it had a sweet in it, and we
Yeah,
knew it had something
yeah.
to do with seasonings.
So I stumbled upon this story from TikTok.
Okay,
It
okay.
was one of the girls. So apparently Keith Lee is in Dallas doing this food tour thing, and they were saying come to Sweetly Season, and he came
Why are you breathing so hard?
food truck, yeah. So he came, tried the food out. He did his thing, left a $4,000 tip to I think it was $4,000 to split amongst everybody that was there. So apparently the people that was
There was
there,
somebody cutting hair for free.
huh?
There was somebody cutting hair for
No,
free.
I think he it's like okay, so it was a brother and sister,
Okay.
and they were friends of the owner's child.
Okay.
So it was. I think it
Hey,
was.
I need you to stop moving.
I think it was them. The two friends, the child, and the mom. I think it was four. I may be making that part up, but I think it was $4,000 to be split amongst four people as a tip.
Yes.
And apparently, the mom, the owner,
Mhm.
kept the $4,000.
Mhm. She said she was not sharing it. Supposed to be a okay, $4,000 tips plus $886 for others to eat free. Yes, because he said he wanted to feed the people.
Yeah,
$1,000 for the haircuts, $1,000 for the braider, and $2,000 tip for the restaurant.
yeah. And the mom kept everything.
Mhm.
And so, man, that $40 haircut is like, we was talking about this the other day. I ain't been to a barbershop since '05.
Oh
And
yeah.
and
Knoxville messed you up, huh?
yeah, when I seen my boy haircut, like his line just sideways, I was like, yeah, I can do that for free. Bought me some $10 clippers, and it's been on since then. But anyway, so I seen a TikTok video, and the one of the friends,
I wish we had a camera to show the chaos.
yeah.
The kids are running in a
Oh,
circle.
we can let them in the backyard today.
Yeah.
Um, both of them.
Mhm.
But because I got a grill too. I keep thinking of stuff.
Finish what you saying.
So the girl on TikTok, she was like, what she say? She didn't give us the tip. She owed us the tip. This is what he said to do with the money.
Mhm.
Um,
And she got the whole tip because she had the credit card processing machine.
yeah, yeah, that's what it was.
That would be my assumption.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Mhm.
So uh the woman didn't give the money to everybody. She's holding it, and then she's saying that they don't work for her, which okay, but if they're there to help you out because of such a big thing, why would you not do right?
Go to the door.
Why wouldn't you do what you're supposed to do as
Go
far as
ahead.
like
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
um why wouldn't you do right by the people that help you out? Because if they wasn't there, does Keith Lee come and do what he do?
Um. So I'm still because you sent me this and I was like I read through it fairly quickly. But what were they? This is just like a regular parking lot.
Yeah,
They park and sell plates
yeah.
on this parking lot. Where did the braider and the guy doing haircuts come
I
in?
have no clue.
Because that's confusion to me.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Like, is that a regular thing, or
Because
is
I'm not going to get my hair braided in a parking lot. I think those people are weird who get their hair braided at the port on a cruise ship.
I don't think that's weird that people do that. I
I'm
think
I'm not doing it.
you're black.
Exactly.
You're
it was
coming.
it was
Look,
always the white people out there
look.
on the
You're
cruise
coming
ships
to the ship braided.
with vacation braids.
You're coming braided. Like
I
you're not.
did. When
You're
we
not
went on the
going to the
cruise, I
port.
came with vacation
Yeah,
twists.
he did respond. I got to check. I didn't see him. He is see
So
his
I can tell
response.
you already without even seeing the response. Keith said, "Hey, don't hate her."
Yeah, he just cleared his name. Hey, this is what I said to do. It's up to them to figure it out. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
He said Kim I don't know. In the video, Lee can be heard telling owner Kim to charge his car $4,000. He expressed that 1,000 should go to a barber, another 1,000 woman doing braids, and the rest Viverette and her son to help their business. So 2,000 to them,
Mm-hmm.
1,000 to the girl, 1,000 to the brother. However, did not honor it. Instead, kept the entire 4,000, much to the internet's charger. Commenters across social media are putting the small business on blast, demanding she pay up. I gotta listen to the response. Um, and it's sad too, man. Once you think about it, man, like this, we understand that it's a small business, and she probably struggled, for because a lot of times Keith Lee will come in, get the food to these small business places, and they boom because it was one when he was here. The what's the jerk place?
Juicy jerk.
Juicy Jerk. They were about to go out of business. Like that was a question or a thing
Yeah,
on
they
the
said
mind.
business was very slow.
And he came and said, "Ooh, this food is good,"
Hmm.
and business boomed.
And we ain't been to Juicy Jerk
We ain't
yet.
been yet
And we were
because
supposed to
we
go.
like that was on our list to, hey, let's go here because we've been looking for a place to get some jerk, not jerk, but Jamaican food. Uh, but that one boomed, and that's the Keith Lee effect, right?
Hmm.
And so same thing happened. He paid for people's food, and and apparently she cut it off. That
Hmm.
was another thing too. Like he paid for all these people food, and then she cut off the free food,
Hmm.
but it's already been paid for. She just didn't want to honor that part of the deal or whatnot.
So
Apparently,
what I was just reading said that her mission was to fight food insecurity. Okay,
what
cool.
does that mean?
Not being able to get access to food.
Yeah,
Um, he comes through and he pays for the food, and you stop it, and then on top of that, he says, "Hey, give these people some money," and you like, "Not on my watch."
yeah,
You have to just take whatever backlash you
yeah,
get.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, she definitely walked into whatever backlash is coming. She definitely walked into it because nobody wants to see a person done wrong.
Mhm.
Even if a person is done wrong, nobody wants to see it,
Mhm.
you know. And if we're witnessing you doing somebody wrong, like, yeah, there's backlash to pay. People are not gonna come to you because you're not a good person.
Mhm.
I say this all the time. I tell people good morning because you don't know how that can change a person's trajectory. They
Mhm.
could be having a messed up day, and you just tell them good morning,
Hello, and how are you?
hello, and how are you?
Early in the morning. I say good
you know,
morning.
just acknowledging a person is there and they're breathing, they're human, and they're here. I want you to have a good morning
Mhm.
or a better morning.
Mhm.
You know, you don't know how that can affect a person's day. So I tell people good morning all the time because I try to practice good person behavior,
Mhm.
because I want people to tell me good morning.
Mhm.
So if a person says, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $4,000," but their bill is 20, 50, $100, I want you to divvy it up this way. I'm gonna do that as soon as I can because you didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
You could have just said, "Hey, this food is good," and I reap the benefits of people coming.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. It's one of those things. I know he had Atlanta in shambles when he was here
Oh, he
or when he
did.
left here.
Oh, he
And
did.
this is the only thing that I've heard about his visit to Dallas.
Yeah.
So
His visit to San Francisco wasn't good because of the issues in San Francisco.
I don't know. I
He
didn't.
was he was saying the safety of him and his family didn't seem right, and it didn't seem like it was up to par to things because they have issues in the city.
Mhm.
But he tried his best. Like
Mhm.
that's the thing I like about Keith Lee personally is he's genuinely a good person and he tries to do good things for people.
Mhm.
Him knowing that, hey, I could come in, give my honest opinion about their food and good, bad, or indifferent, and that could change somebody's life.
Mhm.
Most of the time, you're gonna hear about the good places, and if it's a bad place, he's gonna find something good. He's not just gonna write off a place.
Mhm.
And he tells people, hey, don't do that. Don't go off of my like opinion of it. Just go off of yours.
Yeah.
You know. But I can appreciate a person that goes into a town because he's based out of Las Vegas, I think, and he used to go around there and just he caught fire. But you can appreciate that. So, but this lady, She need to give them that money, probably apologize, and that's
I
not
think
gonna
at this
happen.
point, it's not. I don't think that there's a way that she can fix anything.
I don't think so either. And just hope for the best,
Hmm.
because you made a mistake by not doing what this man, not really paying attention who and what type of effect he has on like people,
Hmm.
you know. So what we got before we get out? He
He
reviewed
said
Candy's restaurant. He didn't like the customer service. That's a big part of it.
that's a big issue in Atlanta in general. He said for safety, his interaction was only 5 minutes in the parking was getting deep. 30 to 40 cars pulled up quick.
In
And
Dallas.
um, Candy's restaurant, I went, man, years ago. It was probably like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
I think it was 2015.
Oh, okay.
And there were we walked in, there was only like 3 tables sat, and they asked us did we have reservations. And I was like, well, the girl that I was with said yes. But she was like, okay. And they weren't seating people that didn't have reservations.
Yeah.
Even though whatever, I think they used open table. Open table had a bunch of open seats because it was like on a Tuesday afternoon at
Yeah.
like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like people, old lady gang. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Blaze is the same way. People are going because they've seen it on TV,
Hmm.
not because they've heard that it's some spectacular
Right.
place.
Right.
The girl that I went with wanted to go eat there, and I was like, okay, cool. But the fact that there's issues being seated in a restaurant that's empty is a problem.
Hmm.
And it's a weird situation to be in when you're in the service industry.
Yeah.
Like your job is to serve people, and yet you're like, nah, I can't do it unless you sign up. A lot of people don't even think to get reservations for restaurants, especially something like Old Lady Gang. It's not like this is a nice, fancy
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Like this is just your average place that sell fried chicken. It's a
Yeah.
soul food restaurant. I'm not. We're not getting reservations to go eat at Piccadilly.
Nah, you just showed up.
Why am I getting them to go eat at Old Lady Gang? So it's just Atlanta has a restaurant service problem, and he just highlighted it.
Hmm.
Um, Again, not sure what all happened in Dallas, but that wasn't even a restaurant issue. That was just I'm not sharing the money with y'all. So that was an issue of greed.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's one of them seven deadly sins, ain't it?
mhm. It's interesting though. Like I can appreciate it because like I had only read reviews about Juicy Jerk, but for him to do an actual review of the food and talk about what happened, like tremendously helped their business. You and I sitting down and saying this is good doesn't catapult them, but him
Nah.
coming to visit did.
Yeah.
Like you want, it's a good problem to have.
Hmm.
To people really wanting to eat at your restaurant
Because your food is good
because your food is
and you
good.
have good service.
But it can also present a new problem because y'all was staffed based on
Yeah.
how things were,
Yeah.
not by how things are.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this lady can do anything to fix it because people have made up their minds about her
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I think the way that she turned it around is you got to do right.
now. Mm-hmm.
You do right, right gonna follow you. Um.
You reading it.
Yeah.
It's really sad in the case of Sweetly Season. Keith's wife was a part of the review, and it
And
was
she
good to
ain't
see
on the
her in
reviews a
response.
lot.
No, but well, she shouldn't
She
be.
has to go in and get the food.
Right. She shouldn't be because now it's going to be a thing where when she walks into a restaurant, that's Keith's wife,
Yeah.
and she's going to be treated differently as well. She
Yeah.
would have made so much more. He gave them a good review and some advice on marketing and posting to bring in more business.
Yeah. Like
It really could have helped,
that's the
and she would
thing.
have made that $2,000
Right.
over 20 times.
Now the thing is, right? You have Keith Lee come in and do your review.
Uh huh.
Now you have a connection to him.
Yeah.
that's a friend for life. This man helped my business. Like uh and I'm gonna let it go after this. He did I don't know where this restaurant was. This is like a Chinese restaurant, I think, or it was a restaurant.
Mhm.
That he did a review on when the it was the dad's business, right?
Mhm.
And the dad got sick, so the kids started, you know, running the business, but they were the ones to reach out to Keith Lee for him to come and review the business because you know, hey, we need help.
Mhm.
Check our food out. Our food is good. We just don't, you know, have everything excited and disappointed.
Mhm.
But you know, they need help.
Mhm.
Dad died. They reached out again and said, "Hey, my dad died, and you know, we like
We want to keep the business
we want
going.
to keep the business going and stuff like that." So he put on basically told people he was like, "I don't do this, but come out to this restaurant and let's bless this restaurant."
Mhm.
And lines out the like parking lot
Mhm.
because he said, "Come out here and do it." He already reviewed this restaurant.
Mhm.
But that them being able to reach out to him and say, "Hey, Dad died," woo woo woo, whatever the conversation was, he said, "I'm gonna do something special for y'all,"
Mhm.
just because he had that relationship there. You know, I ain't saying he does that for everybody he reviews, but to be able to have access to that, you know, yo, just kind of, you know, give us a shout or something like that. That's special.
Mhm.
And so now this lady does not have that because there's no way Keith Lee would do that for her.
My son visited Vegas recently and went. It was quiet when it first opened. Good food.
What's the? Do you know the name of that restaurant? Because I can't remember it, but it was a yeah,
You going to Vegas?
yeah. I'm gonna get out there. I gotta go. I want to ride dune buggies in the desert. You know. Anyway, um, that's our show, man. Dynamite
Dynamite.
is the name of that restaurant. That's our show, man. We finna
Man, we
get on
went
that.
over
Yeah, we did.
a lot. All right, y'all. We're gonna watch Married at First Sight today, tomorrow.
Yeah,
One of those two.
we gonna release a video
We're
this
gonna get
weekend.
a review up.
A Married at First Sight review is happening this
And we did
weekend.
one this year, I don't think.
I don't think so. January was just January was a
January
crazy
was
month.
a year
Yeah,
by
yeah,
itself.
yeah,
Um, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else. We're gonna try to get outside today for a
yeah,
little bit and let the children roam free.
yeah. I gotta clean out the garage, but and I gotta grill that food, so don't let me forget that. But
I
yeah,
won't,
so
cause that's dinner.
uh, right. I appreciate you guys. We actually are going to work on like our food, our cooking thing, because
I ain't never said anything about that on here.
oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, my bad. Well, we're gonna work on like cooking thing because I'm working on changing my diet, and I'm not the only person that could benefit from learning how to cook uh, stuff that's a lot more healthier for you. So, we love you guys. We really appreciate you guys coming and kicking it with us for an hour. Um, you know, enjoy your weekend. It's a little warmer this weekend, so try to get out and do some things. The sun is out here, so hopefully the sun is out where you are. And again, we love you, we appreciate you, and we are out.
That's how I feel, but I'm
We still watch it, but it's
I'm
just
coming
like
back.
this review is so like I'm tired of the episodes.
Yep.
I'm watching it because I started it, and
I'm watching it because he's watching it.
look, I ain't no quitter. I'm gonna finish what I started. Hey, stop.
All right.
And we are out, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.